Well, this morning, we are in the kitchen with one of our favorite chefs, Chef Shonali from Splendicious, and one of our newest favorite chefs, Chef Shayla, who is Shonali's daughter, who's here today because you do kid cooking classes.
Yes.
And I'm going to do this because earmuffs, Shayla, because there's stuff in the food that the kids are eating that they don't know, that parents love,
They actually
right?
do know.
Oh, they do know?
And I will say, cauliflower is one of her favorite things to eat.
Is it really?
Yeah, and
well,
she
I
likes
have to
eat
do
it
this
raw.
for mine because they won't. If they know, they won't eat it. But parents can do either one, right? Tell the kids or don't, because it tastes delicious either way.
Well, and part of our class is that we learn about seasonal ingredients, and so however we're making it, we taste it in its raw form first.
Oh, okay.
So a couple weeks ago, we did red velvet cupcakes, and we used beet juice instead of the red food coloring.
Yeah.
I know it's not traditional red velvet, but it's another way to show the kids that that's how you do it. And so we used pureed beets, and the kids, you know beets, they're not, it's an acquired taste.
Right.
And these kids, they have to. It's one of our chef's rules, so they have to taste everything. We don't bring anything in that they're allergic to, so I know ahead of time. And even though they're like, I'm allergic to that.
Yeah, right? All right, so you're making arepas today.
Yes.
These are the most delicious things in the entire world. They're from Venezuela.
Yes, or Colombia.
Or Colombia, okay.
Yep.
And how are we making these? I didn't even really realize, I mean, of course you can make anything at home, I guess, but I've never made them before.
I have never made them before either. I only ate them, and I saw something on a cooking show, and I was like, we need to do that in class.
Yeah.
And it also shows that, like, we're cooking for real in these classes. And, I mean, we do preschool, we do elementary, so these kids are like 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and they're making these.
So put us to work. Shayla is
Shayla are going to make this.
Is 6, and I can act like a child, so I can help as well.
So these are made with a special cornmeal, and it's you can use white or yellow, and it's called a masa arepa cornmeal. And what that is it's pre-cooked.
Oh,
so
okay.
I haven't found it in any local stores. I'm sure there's some sort of market, international market that you could get it at. I just ordered it online.
Okay.
So we've got, you want to put some more of this in there? Okay, so that's our flour. And then we're going to do some salt. We'll put a pinch in there. And then you just add enough water to make it into a dough consistency. And it's really the same way that you would make tortillas.
I'll pour, you stir. Ready?
There you go.
Teamwork. Here we go.
All right, you give that a stir.
See what
and
happens.
If you peek under that towel, I saved some of the dough so that you could see kind of what the consistency looks like. And so if you grab one of you can make a ball if you want, like golf ball sized, and you can make them in all different sizes. So these are sort of like an appetizer size, and you can make them even bigger so that it's kind of like pita size.
Yeah.
I like these smaller ones because they tend to open easier, because what you're doing is once they're cooked, so once you do the ball and you smash it down, and you make a little patty like this. Okay. So it almost looks like a sugar cookie. And then you stick it in your pan, fry it on both sides in light oil, and this is what you end up with.
And then you cut it open, and it's like
you take a knife and you make a small, you can feel that there's a little bit of air in there.
Yeah.
And you just make a little pocket.
This is a perfect thing for kids because kids love anything you can kind of play with your food, right? And this is sort of you get to pick all your ingredients.
You can put anything you want in there. And this isn't the best pocket, but you can see that it's got a pocket in there.
It still tastes just as good, Shonali. Now, what's in the meat? How are we flavoring the meat?
I just did turkey, ground turkey with cauliflower. I chopped up the cauliflower nice and fine so that it kind of looks a little bit like the meat that's in there. Cook that first because that's going to need to break down a little bit. And then throw your turkey meat in there, or your ground beef, whatever you want to use. And then cumin, chili powder, salt, and a little bit of minced onion if you want.
All right.
And throw that in there, saute it with some water, and let it, everything get soft and seasoned to taste with more salt. And that's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we got the recipe and the ingredients, the list of ingredients and the instructions on our website, fox46charlotte.com. Check out Chef Shonali and her Splendicious cookbook, as well as her kids cooking classes. There we go. Shayla, thanks for coming in. You've been a stirring machine there. And Nicholas, how are we looking weather-wise?